You explained it again, and your child is looking at you still like you're speaking a different language. Before you think they just don't get it, try this. This is one of my favorite methods when it comes to teaching things that are more complex and require multiple skills, and it's called the gradual release method. Think of I do, we do, you do. Step one, I do. This is where I'm going to introduce them to the topic. I'm going to give them a basic foundational understanding of whatever it is that we're doing. And I'm going to walk them through the process of how I would solve the problem using a visual representation with my number blocks. So I would have, let's say, 12 divided into 2 equal groups. I will model out like I see 12 pieces here, and then I'll move each one into their own groups where each one has 6 by 6. And as I'm doing that, I am explaining everything that I'm doing. Not only are they seeing how to solve the problem, they're thinking about how to think through the problem because I'm showing them how. Step 2, the we do. This is still going over each of the problems step by step together. I might ask prompting questions like, what is the first step in division? What are we thinking about here? How many parts? I might even have them make an estimation of what they think the answer might be before we even start the problem. I'm still guiding their thinking process on how to dive into division. And because in homeschooling, it's just you and your child, you can go as slow or as fast as possible. If you're stuck on, not knowing how to put things into equal groups, you can stay there until that idea is mastered. We want to do mastery of skills, and we can always cycle back as we progress forward. Step 3, you do. This is where I start to give them more authority and autonomy over doing the problems themselves. They'll go through it. If they get stuck, then they have the opportunity to ask me questions, and we can talk through the process of wherever they're getting stuck. During this time, you're not really correcting every move. You're just kind of observing and seeing where their thinking is throughout the process of division. If they got it, if they nail it, you celebrate it. If they're a little unsure, then that's when you can step in and say, oh man, I see that you're not understanding equal parts. That I can see that you're not understanding that this is a leftover piece, and we call this a remainder. And you go back to the we do part. And eventually you want them to be able to take what they know and go even further. So that's when they can start creating problems that represent division. It's a very timeless teaching method because it almost ensures that your kid is going to understand, and they don't always have the natural ability to explore complex concepts without adult intervention.